management of human talent and organizational culture is very fundamental in the business world since of the main a healthy work environment is achieves, which leads organization to success and generate great effectiveness in organizations. Since the main function of human talent management is to increase performance, thought development of employees, capabilities and skills, thought recognitions programs, continuous improvements, inclusion campaigns, training, among other activities. At the same time, through these components, it is possible to achieve an organizational cultural in each of its members reflects in their way thinking, perceiving, and behaving in work environment, achieving competitive and advantage, and generate a great impact on goals effectively and efficiently.
Fostering an inclusive and diverse culture. Business diversity means that employees have different talents, knowledge, cultural experience, and values from the employees. Diversity and inclusion are complementary and should be developed in the same way. It is very important to have an inclusive culture as it promotes diversity, equality, and mutual respect, which not only generates a more positive work environment, but also boosts creativity, innovation, and the performance of work teams. It must also be taken into account that diversity is not only about gender, but is a broader and more complicated than that. For a company to be considered diverse, its employees must be different gender, ideology, sexual orientation, or ethnicity, who are from different cultures, and even who speak different language. This can even generate a competitive advantage for different organizations. But the main objective is all the organizations have the commitment that they must all assume to create a fair world, a world where no one feels discriminated against or helpless for being the way they are. But then, why is diversity and inclusion important in the workplace? Because having employees with different backgrounds, experience, and opinions, this makes the work team have greater trust and commitment with their colleagues, less conflict, and staff turnover. Greater collaboration and innovation is more all about loyalty and job satisfaction.
The Talent Attraction Department of the Human Resources area focuses on applying the best practices and strategies for the correct identification and attraction of people who contribute their talent of the growth and innovation of the company. A recruitment process is carried out at HB's corporate office to find the ideal profile. First, it starts with a meeting known as an SLA service level agreement with the head of the area to define the purpose of the position, activities, skills, and requirements. After the SLA, vacancies are posted on job boards as OCC and LinkedIn. Then the candidates go through a filter, and once specific profiles are selected, they get interviewed by the head of the vacancy. After the interviews, interview feedback is requested from the vacancy manager. Once the candidate has been selected, the testing phase begins for their hiring, consisting of the psychometric test, medical test, and a job reference test. Once the results have been approved by the boss, the candidate is presented with a financial offer detailing all the compensation package. If the candidate accepts, we proceed with the phase of assembling the file and registration, requesting a series of necessary documents. Then, the signing of the contract is scheduled in the office and the official entry date is scheduled. Once the stages above are complete, the feedback and thank you mail are provided to the unsuccessful candidates. This ends the recruitment process as well as an entire internal administration for member retention and all employer brand management.
In a work environment that has a good organizational culture, it is driven primarily by purpose and clear expectation. This motivates employees to be more engaged in their task and interaction with their colleagues, which in turn increases the workplace and boosts productivity. When there is an organizational culture accompanied by the company's values, people feel valued and respected in a good work environment, so they are less likely to leave the company, reducing job rotation. This is why a winning culture must be fostered that supports and encourages that company's core values. With the decrease in labor turnover, companies save not only time but also money in the hiring process. One of the most important points of having a strong organizational culture is the increase in productivity since it influences the structure of the workplace in a way that brings together people who have similar skills and abilities so that they can work more quickly in the company's projects and activities. When companies have a strong organizational culture, this is perceived by customers through the image it projects. So, the companies with a strong identified and internal culture tend to attract more business and candidates for jobs that support the company's mission. When the organization values are cultivated, workflows are improved and better decisions are made because the members are informed and know the company's process.
The purpose of training is to broaden the knowledge, skills, and aptitudes of a company's employees. Likewise, the aim is to develop into the personnel the necessary skills that the organization requires into the short or long term to carry out its projects successfully. It's essential that companies are always open to the idea of improving and adapting to the new trends and market needs by strengthening or implementing new approaches in their daily operations. They are not only improving their performance and efficiency, but also creating a more positive and motivating work environment for their employees. Training not only provides technical knowledge, but also nurtures fundamental aspects for the integral development of everyone, allowing them to grow both professionally and personally. There are several strategies that help the implementation of training. The points to consider for the design of training programs are: number 1, identification of needs; number 2, establishment of objectives; number 3, use and combine a variety of methods; number 4, personalized training; number 6, measure and evaluate the impact; number 7, promotes a culture of continuous learning. In conclusion, investing in staff training and development brings significant benefits at both the individual and organizational levels. By designing customized and effective training programs, employees' professional growth is promoted and their commitment to the company is strengthened, which in turn translates into a fundamental asset for the organization's long-term success and sustainable competitiveness.
The work's compensation strategies to attract and retain staff. An essential key to attracting and retaining the best talent is to properly establish labor compensation structure, where great benefits are offered that are attractive to employees. One of the most basic examples is financial remuneration. However, there are the other types of remuneration, which we will explain below. Firstly, it is to establish a competitive salary. Since to date, it is of utmost importance to adjust salary purchase, which involves the cost of living, the expense incurred to lead a dignified life. Another important point is the employee benefit package, which mainly include love benefits, which are those advantages that employees have in addition to their salary, which can generate motivation, community, and loyalty to the company. They are included from grocery vouchers, which employees can use to purchase basic products. Health insurance is another benefit. Flexibility of the workday, dental care, pension plans, profit sharing, bonus, paid days off, training programs such as training, courses, and workshops that can follow employees' development by acquiring new knowledge, skills that they can implement in the work area, in addition to providing opportunities for professional deployment, in which employees can have personal and professional growth, since they can get a promotion. Another strategy to retain employees is to establish a positive organization culture. Feedback and surveys carried out by the organization towards employees are there are other strategies that the employee can feel listened to and take into account to find out about any concerns or disagreements that could be affecting the company and that can be improved if those surveys are taken into account. An example to mention, according to the above, is Amazon, which offers the benefits that are required by law: health plans, flexible work, training programs, and the opportunity for growth, maternity or paternity leave, in addition of an employee assistance program where they provide telephone helps so that employees can talk about those decisions, those situations that are affecting their emotional health, and also offers discourse on purchases they make.